I just saw this post on Facebook, and God, I haven't even started yet. I'm already gonna cry. At the end of this January, my dad will have been dead for 26 years. January 23rd, 2000, nothing, just 2000. I was standing in the kitchen, or I'm not in the kitchen. I was standing in the sewing room with my mom, 10 years old, and I heard something fall in the kitchen. It sounded like pots and pans. So my dad was supposed to be cooking lunch, so I figured, he probably dropped something. Well, we didn't hear him pick anything up. So Mama sent me up to go see what was going on. When I walked around the corner, my dad was lying on his back on the floor. And my 6-year-old brother was standing under the island, the kitchen island, just staring at him. He sounded like he was breathing. But I could tell something was wrong, so I ran back to get my mom, and she called 911. And we grew up in the middle of the woods, so she sent me to go run to the end of the driveway. You could not see our house from the end of the driveway. So she sent me to go make sure they knew which driveway to go in. They wouldn't have to pause to read, the mailboxes. They could just go. We later found out that what we thought was breathing is called a death rattle. And I swear you're dead. You're dead. But you still sound like you're breathing. So my dad was dead the moment he hit the floor. But they still thought he was alive. So they took him to the emergency room. My mom went with them, and my brother and I got left at a neighbor's house. This little girl. The boy was friends with my brother. The girl was not. She was younger than me. I don't remember how much younger than me. Not that much, like maybe a couple of years. My brother is 4 years younger than me. So, she's probably maybe like 2 years younger than me. The little girl spent the entire afternoon telling me that I wasn't allowed to touch anything in her room. And her telling me how much better she was than me. And all of this other garbage. I don't remember how long I put up with it. A couple hours maybe. I tried to go play with my brother and his friend, and the parents were like, "No, you need to go play with the little girl. She's a good girl." And she fucking wasn't. So finally I gave up. I was like, fine, I'm done. And I walked down the stairs, intent on telling these kids' parents that I was done. And I was going to walk down the street and go home. Right as I got to the bottom of the stairs, my mom's car turned onto the road. And there was a line of cars behind her. Oh, God. And I froze. And I knew immediately that my dad was dead. Because you don't bring that many people with you for good news. I knew he was dead. There's nothing. There's nothing like losing someone. And if anyone ever tries to tell you that they understand, no, they don't. If they tell you it's been too long, you shouldn't, I can literally, as I'm reading this post, I can see this man. I can feel his pain. I've never lost someone of that caliber. I have lost friends, family. Sorry, my TikTok tells me I need to, if I've been watching something for 10 minutes, and apparently I haven't had it on for 10 minutes. I've lost friends and family for babies. I can't imagine losing a wife. That's someone who's supposed to be like your other half. I don't have that. I'm asexual. I have a cat who can tell that I'm crying, and so he is now waking up and stretching and about to walk towards me, I can guarantee you. Oh no, never mind, we went to food. There is one thing that trumps mommy, and that's food. But I can feel his pain. I can hear his screams, and I can feel his screams inside of me. "26 years. I can't even remember him anymore, but my soul does. And I get depressed and hardly recognize myself in January until I notice what time of year it is. And then I just get angry at myself because I don't remember him. But anyway, I'll shut up about that. The reason I made this is if you ever encounter someone who has just lost someone, this is what they need. They need someone to just be. They don't need you to talk. They don't need you to do this, that, or the other, distract, do that, blah, 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 blah. They just need someone to be. And for them to know that it's okay for them to do what they need to do. Anyway, bye.